Hey guys, so today I have a book haul to share with you. I got quite a good mixture of books purchased over a stretch of time. Yeah. So I'm just gonna jump into it and show you what I picked up because a lot of them I'm quite excited for, and I do also have some like ebooks to share with you. So yeah, first one is Virgin by Radhika Sanghani, I believe is what her name is. I will leave a list of all the books and the authors in the info box below. But basically this is about the stigma of being a virgin in your 20s. And it's quite funny. I'm only about 40 pages in, but I'm quite enjoying it. It's a quite light-hearted thing. It's a Mills and Boon book, so you know it's not going to be like a literary endeavour, but it's just really funny and I can kind of sympathise with some of the things that go on in it. Next we have The Jewel by Amy Ewing. And I believe this is about girls who are sold or auctioned off. Auctioned as a surrogate, imprisoned in the palace of the Duchess of the Lake, destined to carry the child of a woman she despises. Suspises? I don't know why I kept trying to say suspises. Suspises isn't even a word. But I'm guessing these are just girls who are sold off to be surrogate mothers. Or some kind of thing. I believe this is part of a series. Most likely a trilogy, I'm not sure. But I heard a few of my favourite booktubers talk about this book specifically, and I went and read the synopsis and I found it really interesting. I just happened to be in Waterstones one day and it was there, I was there, things happened, it came home with me, basically. Next we have The Shop Girls by Ellie Seymour, and this is about a group of girls who worked in a department store in Cambridge in the 50s, and it's just kind of wholesome stuff that I like. It's a true story about just their lives basically working in a department store, and that kind of thing interests me. So yeah, I got it. I will most likely be reading it rather soon. Next we have The Bronze Horseman by Paulina Simmons, because of Reagan. Anyone who's bought this in the last 3 months bought it because of Reagan. And if you don't know who Reagan is, she's Reagan from the Peruse Project, and I will link her in the info box because everybody needs to watch a little bit of Reagan sometime in their life. She's hilarious, and she doesn't just do like YA, she's really into high fantasy, and she has great contemporary recommendations, and this is a historical fiction about Russia and the Second World War, and it spans a great length of time, and it's epic. I mean, this thing is 637 pages, and look at the size of the type comparison. Average book with average type. The Bronze Horseman. Look at it's like you're getting 2 lines of text per 1 line of regular text. It's like, oh my god, I'm gonna go cross-eyed reading this. So this is gonna have to wait until I am super dedicated to a beast. The one that I did pick up just then is Outlander by Diana Gabaldon, previously published as Cross Stitch. I've shown this book in a book haul before. Basically my friend Anna, she told me about this series years and years ago, and now this is going to come across really harsh, but due to her really poor description of the story, I thought it was going to be shit. Basically she described it as historical fiction about Scotland, and I was like, alright. Anything else? Oh my god, I just can't describe it. okay, I'm not going to be interested. But then I picked it up in a charity shop and it was really kind of nice, and I liked what I'd read of it, and it's now a TV show in America. I don't know if it's coming to the UK, but I sit here right now and apologise to you, Anna. You should have forced me to read this. You should have pinned me down and made me ingest it. I am a couple hundred pages in now and I'm just like and the reason I bought another copy is because I can't find the copy that I bought from the charity shop. That happens to me. I lose books all the time. I start them, I put them down, and the borrowers come and take it away. It will eventually turn up, like 5 years down the line probably. Next we have Only Ever Yours by Louise O'Neill. And this sounds a bit obsessive. I will read it. Frida and Isabel have been best friends their whole lives. Now aged 16 and in their final year at school, they expect to be selected as companions, wives to wealthy and powerful men. The alternative is to live as a concubine is too horrible to contemplate. But as the intensity of the final year takes hold, the pressure to remain perfect becomes almost unbearable. Isabel starts to self-destruct, putting her beauty, her only asset, in peril, and then the boys arrive, eager to choose a bride. Frida must fight for her future, even if it means betraying the only friend, the only love she has ever known. It sounds good, and I'm excited. I mean, the cover and everything is a bit childish and whatever, it's a YA novel, but I think it's one of these things that I'm going to be able to devour in a sitting or two. So yeah, it's kind of a spin on those sort of dystopian books that have like the choosings and such like. Yeah, I'm rambling, I'm sorry. Next we have Heir of Fire by Sarah J Maas. It's the third book in the Throne of Glass series. I've read I have read Throne of Glass. I still need to read Crown of Midnight, I forgot what it's called there, and The Blind Assassin, and then I will eventually get onto this. I have the other two books on my Kindle, so yeah. Then we have Lola and the Boy Next Door by Stephanie Perkins. I don't know what took me so long to get hold of this. I think I just needed the release of Isla and Happily Ever After to prompt me into it. But I'm super excited to read this. I read Anna and the French Kiss a long time ago and I completely devoured it. I enjoyed it. I cried a little bit. But it was just so heartwarming, and it was the first kind of like YA contemporary novel I'd ever actually really read, I think. And yeah, I'm super excited for Lola, and if Lola goes down well, I will definitely be purchasing Isla. Next we have Kiss Kiss by Roald Dahl, and this is basically a collection of short stories it's part of his adult writing. I've read one of his short stories before. I'm sure most people have. It's called Lamp to the Slaughter. We studied it in school, and I studied it again in college. And I like his I keep saying, oh, I can't say adult right. Adult, whatever. His grown-up people's writing is good, and I wanted to read more, and this comes with like 10 short stories in it, and plus the cover. Look at the cover. It was the cover that drew me in the first place, and then I saw it was by Roald Dahl, and just, yeah, it was bought. Then we have the Golem and the Genie, or the Genie, or just Genie, I'm not actually sure how you're supposed to pronounce it, by Helen Recker, or Helene, whatever. I borrowed this from the library about a month or so back, and I started reading it, kind of forgot about it, and then I kind of paid way too much in late fees for it, but I really wanted to read it, so I basically just went and bought my own copy. I'm sure most people know what this is about. It's quite a complex story, well, complex to describe. It's about sort of mythical creatures. It's sort of like got Jewish mythology in it and such. But I really liked what I read of this, so I'm excited to finally have my own copy and I can read it at my own leisure without having the fear of a £10 late fee. Seriously, I would have been as well just buy it from the library. And lastly in the physical book area is Steelheart by Brandon Sanderson. I have a few Brandon Sanderson books now, but this is one of the ones that was really top on my list to get hold of. Again, this was inspired by Reagan. It was when she was talking about it. Basically, it's kind of about superheroes. They're called epics, and the only people that can fight them are the Reckoners, I think. I think that's about what it's about, but it sounds really cool. It's like a dark superhero book. And yeah, I really like the sound of it, and I think Nick will like it as well. He's been picking his way through my books recently and spoiling quite a few of them for me. It's so annoying when someone else reads your book before you do and tells you, like, goes into detail about, oh my god, this happened to this person and then this happened and this person died. Like, please just shut up. Please. Let me read it. But no. I kind of changed my mind about sharing the Kindle books, for the simple fact there are so many of them. I've picked up some from, I've received some from ThatGalloway for review. I picked up a lot of samples off of Amazon as well as full-length books. I've got a lot of books by independent authors, self-published authors, and most of them are like young adult romances, contemporary romance, young adult. There are a few that border on erotica, there are a few that are like vampire or paranormal romancy kind of things. A lot of them are the starts of series as well. So I'll be doing a lot of reviews on those on my blog. I will do a sort of ebook haul on my blog so that I can like list everything that I've picked up recently. So that you guys can go and check that out if you want to. I just recently found like an avalanche of really good independent author books. Like 3 years ago, self-published books on Kindle were a bit like, yeah, you know, wading through all the junk to find the gems. But now it's a lot of the independent authors are really stepping up their game. Their work is really well produced, really well written, and just, I don't know, it seems to be a good time for independent authors. So if you're looking for something good to read, I will link my blog in the info box and you can go and check that out. I'm also going to start doing Friday Reads videos more on this channel, just so that I can kind of keep you guys a little bit more up to date with what I'm reading and what I think of certain books and certain characters. I'm not so sure about doing video reviews. If you're interested in that kind of thing, let me know and I'll give it a trial run and see if I can come up with a sort of like a system of doing a video review, because, you know, I don't have fancy editing software. I can't, and I'm not a very good actor, so I can't do really anything fancy with book reviews in that sort of situation. But if you're interested in me doing video reviews, let me know and I will give it a trial run and see how it goes. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you later.